good intentions. I'm most eager to address the ASEAN's threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. We both know full well that the Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the science of the Seven Dawns, some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, the incident, the science need not shoulder the burdens alone. We're not the crystal brave established for this very reason. True, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. Nightrow, in particular, is ever steady in hand, who I trust will continue to support the Braves. To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further development regarding the situation in Ul'dah? As suspected, the Immortal Flames has been struggling to cope with the revelation, while one of their highest-ranking officers was a Guardian agent. Suffice it to say, Telegia, then that's one hell of a name, Adaledi and his monasteries, ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Ralbot needs our help and will direct the Crystal Brave to offer what support they can. If I'm to stay abreast of the latest development and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so for the foreseeable future, I think it'll be for the best if I were to remain in Ul'dah, unless you have any objections. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Monbrina research is proceeding as planned. So she tells me, though I am not familiar with the details. Your ranger is poring over his tome at the Waking Sun, and the others are...
Orianger.
What?
Orianger.
Dude, that's a really difficult name for me to say.
It's a French name.
I'm aware that it's a French name, just from the first time I heard it, like in a voice cutscene. I was like, shit. I've been saying that name this entire time. I've been saying it wrong this entire time, and I keep forgetting because I don't know how to say it. And the others are contributing in their own ways.
Why can't you understand that you've been saying it wrong?
I know I've been saying it wrong, but like I don't know how to pronounce it. And that's
You've been saying it wrong.
Yeah, sure. That's the key problem. How to form the Authorial Blade at will remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it's only a matter of time. Nightrow, while we focus on that task, perhaps we could assist Altanat and his braves with theirs. It will do so much to restore faith in the Immortal Flame if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allow you to act in a way are those more tightly bound to organization and nation cannot, as ever I implore you to do so. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Ryle's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information and other which kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Old Dawn's riot. When you're finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have to favor to ask. If there's any development on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion.
Oh ho ho ho.
Hmm.
In the usual fashion, I see. Does that include sex?
No one.
No sex?
Ew.
What the
So
fuck,
Victor.
man?
So Victor, how you been? Victor's in the chat.
Woohoo.
You son,
Because I'm fucking sleeping, man.
then sleep. If you
You really
sleep,
want
you
me to
sleep.
go sleep?
Huh?
You really want me to go and sleep?
I mean, if you're sleeping, you gotta go to sleep. Especially since you work tomorrow.
True that.
You should go rest.
Yeah. Gotta do that.
Okay.
Alright. Then I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yes, boy, since I'm free.
Yeah. I should be at home by 5 maybe.
In the afternoon, or...
Yeah, in the afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I start work at 7.
Okay.
But since I'm on the longer route, which I'm usually sub for, because my regular has the day off tomorrow.
Okay, so they're giving you... they're giving you a longer route.
Yeah. So it should take like 8 hours. I may get it done by 2 p.m. and then I'll be at the office
Okay.
by 2:30 and so on. But who knows? Depends on how much volume of mail we have tomorrow.
Okay, boy.
Alrighty.
Victor says... Victor says shut up.
Oh, fucking. Nobody gives a shit what he says. Exactly.
So how you been, Victor?
Sucking dick, most likely.
Pleasure as always, Nightrow. You'll be escorting the commander about the commander to Ulda. I take it. He said yes, Daddy.
Fucking knew it.
He said it, and he also said in the booty.
I fucking knew it.
Actually, I had another test in mind for him. If you will be so kind as to repeat your report for his benefit. Right then. Okay.
Alright. Good night.
Good night, boy. So how's the whole setting thing going, Victor? And me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of all the weapons that found their way into refugees' hands at Wasteback. So happens we caught a wind of something promising, a rather large purchase. Oh, sharp and pointy thinking things by a black marketeer pulled up here near Highbridge. I doubt that this man will have secured such quantity of weapons if he did not already have a client waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, will prefer for the transactions to remain secret. Let's see this picture. What are you saying here exactly? Can you hear me? Victor? Is this thing working properly? So is this a thing that you've been working on? And also, what program are you using? You okay? Oh, okay, that's the one I'm using right now. I've been using it this entire time. It's a lot more comfortable to use. Bring to mind that the merchant what caught an arrow while talking to Nightrow. Doing it, generous fellow he was, doling out swords and a spear to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that this client has the same mischief in mind, but if ye want to be sure, might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods, savvy? Seizing the weapon before they fall into the wrong hand will be for the best, however. If we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer, as well as his client. What do you say, Nightrow? Then it's settled. Rendezvous with the Captain Ilbert at Highbridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you will excuse me, I must leave for Ulda. I expect good tidings. Okay. Oh yeah. And you ever saw the trailer for the last expansion that's gonna come out for the game? Do it, boy. Do it. I'm playing on the PC, by the way. Like for the new expansion, they're gonna be adding 2 jobs. They're gonna be adding Sage and the Reaper. The Reaper is basically a necromancer in a way. Let's see, where is this exactly? Okay, so the closest is Camp Drybone. There we go, Camp Drybone. I also got Cloud's outfit in the game. And I mean the Cloud outfit from Final Fantasy Advent Children. I got his outfit in the game. Oh yeah, I also got the Warrior of Light armor for my Chocobo. And I also managed to get the Behemoth mount. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Like once I finish this part of the storyline, I'm gonna get the Dark Knight job. Cause I've been wanting to be a Dark Knight for a long time, and I really wanted to get it now, but I can't because I gotta start the expansion for Heavensward. So right now I'm a paladin. I mean, first I was a dragoon, but then I switched to a paladin because I want to get used to being a tank. Ah, Nightrow, my scouts have been keeping a close eye on the black marketeer. It will seem that his guests have arrived. It will also seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs of no consequences, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a man of your standing, and commoner level means have dispatch you hither. But powerful men ever had need loyal, able-bodied friends. Have found one in you. It's only natural that he will come to rely upon you without hesitation. Yeah. I mean, if it's with the same account, you can literally just use the same character, but like you gotta buy the PC version of the game for that first. And I think you also gotta buy the expansion for it too, like for PC. Like if you bought all the expansion for PS4, then you gotta like rebuy all that for the PC. Like I already bought all the expansions for this game on PC. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Nightrow. Okay. So far, I've like paid for the subscription like at least 5 times at this point, and I never regret it because I love playing this game. Thank you, boy. This way? Question mark? Okay, I'm supposed to go through the tunnels, I'm guessing. It's been a while. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I have planned while you approach the sentry and create a distraction. My man and I will slap past and catch the black marketeer unawares. Once you dispose of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel's entrance, and any questions? Then let us be off. Good luck, my friend. Okay. Who goes there? An adventurer? Damn fool, you have never come here. Okay. Oh, there's more. Golden fleece. These are the more. Yeah, I'm guessing all the bodyguards are dead. So off I go. What the fuck? Mirror Knight? That's actually cool. I mean, I haven't seen the face or the front, but it looks cool. Cutscene, I think. I understand. Well, and what's this all about? Rah! Oh, somebody died. Better go investigate. I just realized, why do I still get this active? Okay, this is really sus. Okay. Somebody died here. By whose hand, who knows? And he just so happened to be there. As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew hidden blade and lashed out. But before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard. To bring in an experienced recruit, Commander Levelor will be most disappointed. Bro, that's really suspicious. Damn it all. Golden opportunity. Waste. You're so suspicious. As for the client, though, we know not how they slip past our parameters. At present, the first is currently tracking our party, and thus white sellsword We suspect maybe them. With that we could have enlisted the aid of the immortal flames or the brass blades. Alas, we are here to aid them. There is no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we have secured the weapons, yet even that accomplishment is lacking. For the information we received indicating a massive shipment, and this is anything but. This is really suspicious. When will I level up? I will join the first in their hunt for the Dusk White Sellsword. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver this weapon to Uldad in my stead, and trust them to the third Yuhase. He will take care of the rest. He delivered the confiscated crate to Yuhase in Uldad. Okay. Now to go to the next location. Okay, so where is this guy? Maybe he's like at the royal area? Question mark? Aftermaths. I think it's this one. Chamber of Rule. Okay, so it's not. The Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend to the Crystal Brave. You have my deepest thanks for your sister in the Corthus. Now, what brings you to us in this day? Delivery for you. A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer? Courtesy of Captain Ilbert, did you say? Understood. Once we catalog the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. This cannot be everything, can it? Possibly. Ryle stated with confidence that there will be a far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood, clearly. Ryle is unfamiliar with the ways of Uldan merchants. Whoever strive to present themselves as the great man they are. You'll be thankful that this information was not completely erroneous, and that we managed to achieve anything worth at all. It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Guardians up north. There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand and watch, not to seek glory in battle. You have no further need of us, and I shall take my unit to the cerulean processing plant. Time for the fourth to earn their keep, eh? Fight well, Alien. Alien? Whatever. For the freedom of all. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the Immortal Flames will hear of your contribution until we meet again. Nightrow, a word if you please, G. Here, look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time. Don't you worry. Okay, so this way. The fuck? Thanks for indulging my request. Few places better than the market of privacy. I find all the hustles and the bustle. Old commerce means most conversation go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the Burning Wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave no details out. That's not quite how the first told it. This does wait. They were chasing. Latest word is that we lost all the trails. But you never saw him yourself, not before the fighting started, and not after. Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in my bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant drunken boast. Our information was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons. As if I've never deciphered the money leader's book, or had to follow a transaction back to its sources. Did plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started. Believe me, the commander wanted assurance that we were taking Gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. For this day, the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toy. Forgive me, friend. I've got a lot on my mind this day, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, let's get back to it. Nightrow, can you hear me? This is Ataru. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stone. Please come and see me as soon as you're able. Let's see. This is okay. So I gotta go back there. I already forgot the name of the place. Let's see. It was. Damn, I always forget the exact. I think it's this way. Thank you for coming so quickly, Nightrow. We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most determined lady, by all indications. What is this? Our guest is with the Ascendant in the solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we? Okay. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes. Well, seconds, I should be saying. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see, who is this person? Oh, is that person?
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you.
Who could it be?
I believe the two of you have met.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Ariange has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragonstar portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgard Zorma had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard Sorma. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you agree? We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
For war with dragons. Okay. Forgive me if I said it odd, which you already know, but I will ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. Is Uranja, and I can't even say that. What we know, called the Keeper of the Lake, is the wreckage of the Aegirus, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Erzia, Gaius van Belzor attempted to seize control of Mordana. So massive was his force that all thought his victory was foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Erzia aids that day. Midgard Soma, legendary guardian of Silvertear Falls, burst forth from beneath the water of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Guardian airship overhead. In what will later become known as the Battle of Silver-Tier Skies, the Great Worm felled Conva's airship before engaging the Icarus. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's Cerulean engine failed and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet, this victory came to a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. That same explosion transformed Silver-Tail Falls into the desolated wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its water and crystallizing in the aether for mountains around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains. It is at the center a constant reminder that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Emmerich, wishes our Doman allies have been standing watch over the keeper of the lake. It will be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Be careful, my friends. We know not the dangers of waste you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own task. There is much to be done, and precious little time to do it. You speak with the Doman's watch at Mordana. What the fuck? Your mouse. Okay. Where exactly is that? Already more Donna, but like where exactly is that? Okay, so I gotta talk to some NPCs, I'm guessing. This is for... Yep. You're in luck, sir. I was about to send word to Revenant Tolls about the Guardians. Of late, I've seen small airships likely from the Castrum Central come and go from the Keeper of the Lake, though I cannot say for certain that at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. A Castrum supply line had been cut for some time, and I wager they desperately in need of spare parts and other equipment. So it's true then. These guardians honestly fear the worm's mighty rise again. Well, from here, that seems rather unlikely. But if it's assurance they want, you're no choice but to inspect the corpse entirely. Also, that's an actual predator. Easier said than done, given the creature which inhabit the wreckage, and the after-mentioned Guardian who won't take kindly to your presence. They're sure to fire upon the airship, so I advise more stealthy approach. Take this boat, and a few of your comrades at this base of the Icarus. And climb to the top. That's the only viable approach, I'd say. Okay, so I gotta go to the dungeon now. Which one is it? Keeper of the Lake. Yes, realize why does Chocobo wearing? It's kind of cool looking. But I'm not sure what exactly it's wearing. Is that like a Furion helmet or something? Armor? So we need like two more. We need two more and 2 DPS and 1 healer. And I wish my friend was still here. But what can I do? I guess bombs. Damn, they change. Man, that music is beautiful. What the fuck? You got cloudy as what the hell? You got super cloudy. Now I can't even see the corpse of the dragon. Oh, yes. Let's. Okay, let's get this started. Okay, this something instead. That was a close one. I don't know if we were doing it right, but whatever. Vigilus, Sunrise. I don't know. I think I'll pass. Which way? This way? Oh shit, what the fuck? What the heck are those? Dragons? I'm nervous.
Who treadeth now upon my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet?
What? Gonna bring those two dragons
Thou
low?
hast forgotten the face of thy lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
But I didn't do nothing to you, man. I'm here to help. What? Dragon? Gosh, dragon. That's, ammo, I guess? I'm dead. Thank you. Sorry, I do not know how to do this. Shit. Somebody heal me. Damn it. Sorry, I'm a failure. I thought that wasn't supposed to make me immune. I thought we all die. Hold on yet. my god. That was a little bit nerve-wracking, but thanks to them I was able to understand how this whole thing works. Because I did not know about the whole barrier thing. I thought it was just trying to survive. Wasn't able to thank them. Okay, what did I got? Oh, it's just an armor set. Okay. Can use that, I guess. Hopefully it looks good. Okay, that's another dungeon completed. Yay.
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve. Speak, mortal, and I shall listen. Guided by a star. My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn. Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. We do not forget. We do not forgive. 7 children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution. I rise to join in the chorus. Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end. Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen. Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent. Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
Excuse me. Oh no, they lost their light. They're losing their light. It's Final Fantasy 1 all over again. Oh, oh. What happened?
Mayhap thou Seeker. Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine. I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing.
I'm not blessed by the light anymore? Crystals?
Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more.
Huh? Oh, that's adorable.
The covenant binds me to thee. I shall watch, listen, and wait. Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp. I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life. When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice. The dragon song heraldeth a beginning and an end.
You may summon Miss Guttenmore by selecting the corresponding entry within the minion guy under. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I can summon that little guy as a minion. Oh, that's adorable. Summon. Ah, that's adorable. I want to keep it, but I hope it doesn't get in my way though. It's gonna be annoying. I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? Ah, but you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alpha left a message, stating that you were to return to the Rising Stone at once. A little dragon minion, yay! He's so adorable. Okay, there we go. Okay, got it going. I have lost the light. That blessing of the night, I have lost it. It was a trap all along. I'm not blessed. Praise the 12 that you are held and whole. Came as soon as been fully informed me as of Sir Emeric's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keepers of the Lake. I take it, then I will hear your report. You converse with Gardensmore? I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I will regard it with a considerable skepticism. Damn, I can't even say the word. We need to understand that the Wormlord did not perish and has his soothe lain dormant this past 15 years. Less of researching and more rejuvenation, for he who drove it in eternity, years passing as moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly an attack is imminent. Must share this information with Sir Emmerich immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Scarsmore in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as such. For your own protection and for the sake of our tenuous relations with the Ishgards, the truth cannot leave this room. As for how we shall present our revolution to Sir Emmerich, emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Is there anything you're not telling us, Nightrow? Possibly. You seem different somehow. It's almost as if you are missing something important. For Fen, when Gardzamor stripped you of the blessing of light? Are you alright? How do you feel? I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. Define unharmed considering I lost my blessing. It beggars believe that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Miss Gardzamor made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding the Silver Tear Falls states that when the water came into existence, so did the Great Worm. I'll think and he made, whatever. Father Time and Sister Fate decreed that Miss Gardzamor even watch over the source, from which all water and magic was set to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Heidelin herself? Well, if he's watching over you as he claimed, perhaps you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Art thou a pawn, or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? What?
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Wormlord and lived to tell the tale.
Yes.
I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
Spartans have warded the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemy breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear the Ishgardian are underestimating the gravity of the situation. But it was none Midspartanmore who roared. A call to arm by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time that they choose to request our aid. However, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance. I pray that our fears are unfounded. Okay. I forget. I believe Moembrina has requested a gathering of the Science. I assume there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Assassins. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardian is concluded. For the moment, I shall be along once I completed my communication with the Crystal Braves. If you say so. All done with your talk, dragons? Wonderful, because Asians are next on the menu. Let's head into the Solar, shall we? That's gonna be a problem. Considering I lost my light. Blessing. Unless there's a way to cover it. Or get a new blessing, I don't know. The Mother Crystal can just give me a new blessing if she wants. I am her champion.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Asian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Asian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Asian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Asian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute! Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve, and I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
That sounds like a bad idea.
If you mean to tap the great river of ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arsians will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a crystal brave, you are yet a scion, Alfino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangrid and Papalymo shall accompany you. Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white aurosite.
Thank you, Urianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you're able. Go well.
They're not using that there in Morgana because that sounds like it will cause a nuke. A nuclear explosion of outright. Tools seen the event and have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I will wish it otherwise. I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. Before they have already deployed to the area and awaits the arrival of the science. Lowride will brief you in the developing station. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at our headquarters in Nulda. I shall take command of our forces there, with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines. Oh boy. If only he knew. Your duty takes you to Northern Netherlands, and do they not? We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stone for a time. Philomen, whatever, travels to Ulda, and we shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We're beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold position of power, you see. It is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the science's cause. If past event had taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. How extraordinary that my little Acelia is involved in such a far-reaching affairs. I'm proud that I might now stand at her side not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections. But I fear that Ulda has become a place of danger, even for one so familiar with her streets. Bah! Well, besides the blackguard that so much as glare in your direction, milady. What the fuck? It shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way then? Okay, so where do I go? Okay, so wait, have I been there before? Now that I think about it, I don't think I've been there. No, apparently I have. Good to know. I think I wish I would have started this earlier. What can I do? Oh, am I gonna be going to this dungeon here soon? Then I'm gonna highly doubt it. I mean, I just went through a dungeon a couple of minutes ago. Commander Leveleur, send word that they'll be coming. A veteran of your talent is most welcome. Now that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you, I've learned a trick or two since the disaster with Amalja. But returning to the task at hand. The Flames reconnaissance scout have reported an Imperial soldier assembling at Ralbon's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing: getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Guardians could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein that we might coordinate our counter strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings. Fire Eclipse, my soldier Jet tells of your deeds during Operation Archon. Will that be said while reminiscences about old times? But I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilians drugsmen, you see, have come across several high suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. My sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosion devices of Imperial design, no less. By my orders, the Flame Station here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. But it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this. I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movement of the Imperial Army. I will once again ask for your aid. We've been keeping a close eye on the Garlean garrison, and toward seeing the Imperial finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squad seen leaving the castrum are to a few in numbers. To effectively take and hold our position, it will likely amount to a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have of course also shared this report with the Crystal Brave. They decided to take to the field to meet this assault head on. I have appraised your fellow Scions of the situation, and I'm heartened to know that they will be joining the efforts. Pray report to Lieutenant Alien, and lend your much welcome strength to the counter-offensive. Well, I'm starting to get sleepy, but I want to finish the first part of this part of the story. Glad to have you with us, Nightrow. As I'm sure Lieutenant Eldenstein has explained, the Guardians have to deploy a small force from Castrum Meridian. Their main columns are assembled to the north near Dalamont Tons. But we also spy several squad attempting attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. They wish you to rush forward and come into battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the planet and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but there's a desperate man. Captain Ilbert. Greetings, Scions. I understand the commander bid you and your fellow come lend a hand to the brave. With such a mighty hero at its disposal, the force shall have a little trouble contending with what the Guardians might throw at them. But if you cannot be everywhere at once, the third was getting restless, holed up in Ul'dah. So I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plan's defenses, and add their numbers to your counterattack. The reinforcements are welcome. We've enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls. Will be the best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much sterility. Let's take this fight to the Garlands. A wise course indeed. I shudder to think the consequences should any of his storage tanks be exposed to fire. If there's no objection to the Scions shall join the fourth and give the battle to the main column. And you're with the third. Then the Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept this squad hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Juhase. His guys should have a rough idea of where the Imperial have concealed themselves by now. So I'm guessing that she's a warrior or a marauder. Thank God I have to the end tomorrow free. Yeah. Because I haven't been able to stream Final Fantasy XIV in a while. A pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you're around, and victors are wont to pave the road to greater points. Now, and this detached force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads. The better to conceal themselves within the terrain. Here's about, I imagine, we need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground. Make sure we root out all these would-be raiders. And seeing as your army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. It'll be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion. Okay. Off I go to hunt some Guardians. Oh my god. And there's somebody already doing this. I just realized I never even bothered to look at the environment. This is literally a processing plant. Oh shit. But like, is it nighttime? Or is it just cloudy? You're the robot? That was fast. Earth Sprite. It looks more like a lump of rocks than a sprite. We're now to fly back and rendezvous with the rest. You seem grim, Scion. I'll take that no means the between us more than a few guards won't be making it back to the castle. This Imperial, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. It would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another for those majestic horrors. It is time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I'll contact the fort and let the Lieutenant Alien know the west is now clear. We'll appreciate it if you will do the same when you report to Lieutenant Aldenstein. Okay, so after this, I'm gonna be doing a trial, I guess. Let's see how this goes. Private Eclipse, what needs of the Guardian? The raiding parties are no more than excellent. The Amogena engineer will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. What is this? Heavens are material form. Direct here, hit rate +9. Critical hit +9. Determination +6. I still don't know what the hell a determination even do. You must be anxious. Reports of your fellow Lieutenant Alien has reported a sudden victory over the main column and informed me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, that is. Redem, lady with a large axe. It would appear that she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I know not what task keeps her from returning to the civilization, but Northern Netherlands is no place to wander alone. Even for a capable sword such as her, I will certainly feel better about things if you could check on her before you continue on your way. Oh hell no, you fucking bastard. You decide to attack me for no damn reason, I'll fucking stab you. And I pressed the wrong button. Oh, stab you look good.
hold on. I won't be a second. The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe.
Oh my god.
I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one. And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
He senses me. A useful talent.
Oh no, that's just terrible timing right there.
Anasian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan. Keeper of knowledge. Seeker of truth. Meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath.
Oops. Ended up clicking outside.
Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales. And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light.
Oh shit, it caught on.
Oh dear. Could it be that frail Hydaelyn has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee.
Okay, man.
Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken.
What seal?
Now is the time to claim the staff.
Staff?
With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
Does not sound good.
What did that bastard want with us? Nabriales, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet. Unconscious. But this staff... You say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff.
Oh, I was right. It was that staff.
Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
Yep, we gotta go back there ASAP. I thought we were gonna be fighting something here. Wow. Onward we go, Margarita. Ophelia, you're in danger. They're gonna steal the staff. I don't know why though. Wait, was that a wind-up toy of the Cloud of Darkness? You're here. Shit. Master Louis Soix. Staff is camping in the solar, isn't it? Quickly now. Oh no, it's too late.
You two!
Oh, she still has it.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
Oh, hell no. Don't tell me she's dead.
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
Literally.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power.
Well, it's just the
Together
rock
with
that's
the
on the
horn,
thing.
it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Don't say that. Don't say that. My god, Ophelia.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Oh god.
Answer them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Yes. What, you actually want me to go jump into that rift? Fine, whatever. Crystal is now accessible. Okay, duty fighter. There you go, crystals. Now just wait. Ooh, that was fast. Keep ass. Yeah, I'm actually gonna fight you. I got heal in time. Damn, that damage. Oh shit. What am I supposed to do? what the fuck? How did I die? I was outside of the circle thing. Thank you. I really do not understand this part. What? Wait, what? What's going on? Oh fuck, this is not good. I don't get this. I really don't get how this boss fight works for this phase, I guess. That's not going on, is it? Get in here. That guy's gonna die. You son of a gun! Yes! One was a fun fight. Let us return back to our world. A world full of light.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
Yeah, but what about you? You literally got a blast of darkness into your gut. Wait, what?
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come?
You serious, man?
Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, scions.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
What trickery is this?
Not trickery, it's just science. And magic, I guess.
No! Cannot! No!
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free! Concentrate! Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light. Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Shut the fuck up, Sideburns.
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
What are you doing? What are you planning, girl? Don't do something stupid.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louisoix, I
Oh,
understand
God, no, don't tell me
now
you cannot sacrifice
the
yourself.
choice you made. In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger.
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Say no more.
Moonbreeder. She's gone. You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Does Urianger know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louisoix. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisoix's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Remember I see you revenge out, so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather in the Charlians manner to celebrate Moonbreeda's life and mourn her passing. I guess I'll go with that. As Moonbreeda was a native of Charlian, I feel it's only fitting that we gather him before the mark of the scholar. You're familiar with the stone. This is a monument found at the Frost and a secret to Thalia Gardens, of the city of Learning. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul, and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. Where exactly is that? Okay, so it's gotta go there, I guess. Let us mourn her, for her sacrifice will not be vain. And I'm getting hungry.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
Did they not just notice a little tiny dragon next to me and saying all those stuff? Like seriously, like he was just there, unless you cannot see him. I think that with this quest is gonna be the end for this stream. Just gonna finish it and then I will just stop. But tomorrow I will stream because just one more storyline for this and I'll be going through the Heaven's Word expansion. Though we have said our farewells, the power of sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me. As a transcendent, it is my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. But I also believe the grief will feel now. The grief you feel now is precious in its own way, not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree, Nightrow? Oh boy. Oh, cutscene. This as far says it's about as of a dagger has been thrust into my breast. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battle we have fought have taken the life of so many. We saw, so however you pronounce his name, Umbrita, our fellow at the Waking Sands. Their spirits and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need remind you of this. Of course, it is for my own benefit that I repeat these words of information of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit for weeping. My apologies again, Nightrow. There is no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come. A victory won, a comrade lost, for the honor of the fallen living forged, and are won towards the light of a new day. And with that, we finish part 1 of this story. Now, let's see here. Okay, so the next quest is Master of Grief, which I already have unlocked, so I don't have to worry about this other side quest. So tomorrow I'm gonna continue with the storyline. There's only like 16 quests for me to do so I can unlock the Heaven's Word expansion. So I hope whoever watches this stream / video on Twitch or YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.